Blog Talk Radio.
It's Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Once again, it's time for the most intriguing talk radio on the internet today. This is Sasquatch Watch Radio. Breaking news and information from around the world. Interviews with men and women investigating the mystery. The latest high-tech equipment. Cutting-edge research techniques. And amazing discoveries. Real-life people sharing real-life encounters. The director and founder of Sasquatch Watch Virginia, here is your host, Billy Willard. Something is out there in the dark, watching, waiting. It's time to unleash the beast. This is Sasquatch Watch Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the, as hard as this is to say, the final episode of Sasquatch Watch Radio. Today's July 5th, 2010, and I'm Billy Willard, your host, and welcome my co-host and the guy who has really saved me and helped me out through this whole ordeal, Mr. Mike Killen.
Hey, Billy.
How you doing tonight, Mike?
This is kind of a bittersweet night.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, I tell you, it's I don't want anybody to get any wrong ideas. I've actually been, ever since we cut the show down to about an hour, I've been kind of going through the motions as to whether or not I wanted to continue the show. And, you know, quite frankly, we've interviewed a lot of eyewitnesses. We've interviewed a lot of book authors. We've interviewed a lot of researchers. It's beginning to, it was starting to get very hard to find guests to come on, but, you know, ultimately I feel like that we accomplished a lot. I think we accomplished a lot of, great listeners. I mean, everybody that's in this show right now, you know, that's in the chat room right now are regulars, and we see them every single Monday night. And all I can say is thank every single one of you. You know, I'm not going away, just the radio show. I'll still be researching and still be doing investigations. I just have to cut down some of my time, and this is one thing I have to cut back on because my business has really taken off, and I just don't have the time to devote to the radio show. And I don't think a lot of people don't realize it takes quite a bit of time. Well, you know, Mike, because you do the producing for Bigfoot Quest, and it really does take a lot of time to, you know, sit down, create emails to try to invite guests, you know, get everything coordinated, put it on a schedule, and then, of course, you have the advertising, posting things on MySpace, Facebook, email, Yahoo groups, you know, wherever you're advertising. I mean, I was spending an easy 2 hours just in advertising, and then, you know, probably another hour in just lining up guests and scheduling and stuff. So, I mean, 3 hours a week plus the hour for the show, you figure 4 hours a week. That's a lot of time, you know, for something that it would be different. I mean, you're not getting any, the benefit, of course, is for the research, but, it's hard to justify something when you can, have other time to provide for your family, and that was where I was struggling. And believe me, this was a hard decision. You can ask my wife. When I finally made the decision, I got this real sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. You know, because we've been doing this for a long time, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I started out with Steve Coles on Squatch Detectives, so I did that show with him for at least 2 years. And then Sasquatch Watch Radio has been on for another couple years. So about 4 years I've been doing this. And
you started this show almost exactly a year after Bob and I started our show. You started yours,
right,
I think, the first week in September of 2008.
That's correct.
And ours was I think the last week of November of 2007. So just about exactly a year later.
Yeah. So, JC just pointed out I'm 8 shows short of 2 years. So,
yeah,
it's been a long time. Of course, our very first guest was Bill Dringennis, who's in the room tonight, and he really gave us a really good pilot show because if there's anybody out there that knows anything about these camera systems and the way to design them, that's that man right there.
Yeah.
And my hat's off to him for. I mean, I know Bill's put a lot on the side burner too. You know, Bill used to be out there and going at it, and had this research vehicle and everything. And I think after a while we all learn that there's some things that we just, if there's something we want to pursue, there's some things we have to leave behind, and it's a hard decision, but it's a decision that's got to be made. I mean, I'm going to miss everybody on here, but I'm going to keep in touch with everybody too because I've made a lot of friends. And, everybody that's in this chat right now is people that, that I highly respect and consider them all friends. So, anyway, this is y'all's show tonight. And if you guys have anything to say or any comments or any complaints, feel free to call in. The number is 347-237-5070. So anyone that wants to call in, Mike, you've been doing. Good Lord, we got a ton of people on the lines. I guess I better start grabbing
we
these.
got a full switchboard already. We got six lines open there, and I see the one got his hand up, and I believe I know who that is.
All right. Well, I'll grab the one with the hand up right there. Area code 631. You're on the air.
That's Mr. New York.
Yeah. Hello. You guys got me?
Yep, I got you.
Oh, okay, yes, Mr. New York. How you doing, Billy and Mike?
Pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right, man. And I have to say, I was actually surprised when I saw the title of the show earlier today, and it's kind of ironic because actually it's a year to the day when I caught my first episode of your show.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I tell you what, you've been a loyal listener, and we've appreciated every time you've come on, and I had of course, me and Mike both had the pleasure of meeting you, which I thought was great. And
yeah, same here. And I wanted to thank you for that.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. I enjoyed meeting you and talking to you about the things that you do, and I just think it's great, and you got some great ideas. So. Well,
thanks, and I also like our mutual appreciation of Mexican food.
Oh yeah, I tell you, you can't beat it.
Absolutely. I'm going to get going because I know you guys have a pretty full switchboard, but I'm sorry to see the show go, but I can understand the circumstances, and both you and Mike, I hope you guys don't mind that I continue to keep in touch with you guys.
No, matter of fact, you and everyone else listening, I want everyone to keep in touch. Email. My email is available, for anybody that wants to email or whatever. So, and I'm not going to delete the Blog Talk account. That way, people can still go back and listen to the archived accounts. I'm going to keep that active. I'm just going to shut down the live show portion. So.
Great. Okay, right. Well, thanks a lot. Yeah, and I will leave your switchboard free.
All right. Thanks a lot, Mr. New York.
All right.
Okay, take care, guys.
Take care, and do stay in touch.
Absolutely. And maybe I'll catch you tomorrow, Mike, on a Bigfoot Quest.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks. All right, take care, Mr. New York. All right. Yeah, but boy, but you see the switchboard now?
Oh, my gosh, yeah. It's amazing.
Oh boy!
Well, let me just.
I see a lot of hands down there.
Yeah, I know, but let me start at the top. I'll just go start grabbing them.
No sense in screening them. We'll just go right through them, right?
What's that? Oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just going through them.
Yeah, there's no sense in screening them. We'll just go grab them. All right.
Yeah. Area code 575. You're on the air.
Billy, it's William and Taz.
Hey, William. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to pay my respects to the show. You know, I don't usually check ahead of time to see what the show is, but I did this afternoon, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, William, you again, you've been another loyal listener. We've gotten used to seeing you here, and you know, certainly don't want to discourage anyone to listen to the other shows. I mean, Mike and Bob Coyne have a great show that comes on Tuesday night, and you know, quite frankly, they will probably take the airwaves completely over. So
I don't know about that, Billy, but thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, you guys have had your loyal listeners too, and that's well,
sure, and we share about 90% of the same loyal listeners. It's a great bunch of folks, and they just go from show to show probably all week, and they support all the shows or a lot of them.
Yep.
So we're grateful for that. But yeah, we share a lot of the same audience. So we'll be seeing these, or at least Bob and I will be seeing these folks on a regular basis. So
yeah, William, I appreciate you calling in, bud. I appreciate it because I know you've been listening for a long time.
Yeah, I started helping coaching some youth lacrosse, and I canceled my commitment when I saw this was the final show. It's like the Beatles are breaking up, man.
Oh man,
I don't think we were that high.
I tell you,
seat ripping out of your favorite pair of blue jeans.
You want my final album?
Billy, that's some high praise. That's some analogy, huh? We're being compared to the Beatles. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Beatles of Bigfoot Radio. I don't know about that, but
man, William, you probably done set me up for another negative blog.
Well, we thank you anyway. We appreciate the praise and all your support all this time.
All right.
Thanks, William.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right. Let's see. Now we'll grab area code 573. You're on the air.
Hi, Billy and Mike. It's Brian in Missouri, Sasquatch. Gonna miss you, Billy. Everybody here in the Show Me State wishes you the best.
I really do appreciate that, Brian. I really do.
We all love your show over here.
Well, I appreciate it. How's things up in Missouri? You guys staying busy up that way?
Yeah, it's actually it has been cool. It's starting to warm up again, but it's been nice out last week.
I'll tell you what, we need some of that cool weather you've got because right now we're in the triple digits. It was 104 degrees today, and it was no kidding. By the way, Mike, I don't know if you knew or not, but I bought a new bike.
No, I didn't know. You had mentioned you were thinking about it.
Yeah, let me tell you how hot it was. I parked that thing. I bought an Ultra, and I parked that thing in a parking lot at the fire department up the road. And when I came back out 5 minutes later, the kickstand has sunk into the asphalt.
Yep.
I mean, it is hot out there.
Yeah, it'll do that unless you carry something. I actually carry a little round aluminum disc that fits in my back pocket of my jeans, and that's on hot days. Any day over even 80, I bring it with me because just for that reason. When you're going to park on, if it's not blacktop with a lot of like crushed rock mixed into it to give it some support. If it's just plain blacktop, that kickstand's going to go right in. I've seen bikes go completely over. I've seen bikes fall completely over.
Oh yeah, I can see where that would happen.
Yeah.
Brian, I appreciate you calling, man. That means a lot to me.
Hey, we appreciate you, Billy. Mike, we'll continue listening to you on Bigfoot Quest.
All right, we appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.
By the way, William, did you want me to leave you muted out so that you can continue listening on the phone?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, Billy,
How about you, Brian? Did you want to stay on the line?
No, you can just mute me out. I'll listen.
I'll mute you. Okay. What'd you say, Mike?
I said, hey, Billy, real quick, I know we got a whole bunch of folks here to get to on the phone lines, and it is our last show, but real quick, this is almost as big a shock to me as the show is ending. You got a bike, and I didn't hear anything about it? What did you get?
I went up to Winchester. It's called Grove Harley up in Winchester, Virginia, and I got the 2010 Ultra.
Ultra Classic? Wow.
Yeah, the Ultra Classic.
Nice.
It's got the, what is that thing, 96 cubic inch.
Yeah.
Dual overhead cam, I think is what they call that thing. And then the
twin cam. Twin cam.
You know, it's got an AM, FM, CD player, CB, two-way radio.
Yeah.
Got 4 speakers, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. It's got a bunch of little features that are just pretty cool. I never knew that they had some of that stuff on a bike.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
they had just taken it out of the crate, Mike. I mean, they literally had just got the bike shipped in, and it was the last 2010 that they're getting in before they roll out the 011s in August.
Yeah.
So I got the last one, and he told me, he says, you're lucky, he says, because these things here have been selling like hotcakes. He says, we can't even keep them in the dealership.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you already know this, Harley is lowering the production. They're going to slow the production, and what that does is actually helps people that have Harleys because that will help their bikes hold the value even more.
Yeah, well,
which they already do anyway.
Yeah, well, they had actually cut production back like even 2 years ago, and I think they did additionally last year. So they've been cutting it for a while now.
But I tell you what, Mike, you know, ever since I got this bike, we just got it Friday, and I've already got 500 miles on it.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
I'm telling you right now, night and day compared to that Yamaha V-Star Classic, man. I cannot even express the difference. My wife wants to ride all the time.
Yeah,
and it's just great.
It is a totally different experience, Billy, and that is a true touring bike. I mean, that is an interstate bike. That is a bike that you can get on and go across the country if you wanted to. And let me tell you,
I love it.
The ride, it's got that air ride suspension. It's a totally different animal, and you will love doing the long trips with that bike. But
that has nothing to do with me ending the radio show, just so everybody knows that.
No, I just
nothing at all.
That was the second shock tonight. The first time hearing that you got a bike, so I just had to interrupt quick and find out what you got. Well, congratulations, Billy. That's a beautiful bike. I wish you many miles of smiles riding down the road on that baby. And you'll have to send me some pictures.
I will. All right, let me get to the next caller. Caller from the 419 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, Billy.
Yep, there's another loyal listener, Mr. Indy out there. How you doing, Indy?
Hey, Steve.
I'm doing all right, buddy. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
What's up?
Yeah, I will tell you this, Billy. In about 4 months, you'll start getting the itch. You'll want to bring it back. Trust me, I know.
I don't know, Steve. I just, you know, it's just a matter of having time, and you know, it's you know, for the past almost couple years. Well, actually more than that, if you include Squatch Detective. For the past 4 years, let's say, you know, I've always known that I've got to be home, you know, at a certain time on Monday night and, you know, and hustling and dropping everything. I mean, it's going to take some time to get used to, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a world of help to me because I am so behind in my work that it's ridiculous. And, of course, family comes first and my livelihood, so I have to take care of those things first, so.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. I mean, you know, I've sitting here today, and we've not done a show for, good Lord, over a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, come on, I want to get back into it, but then I'm like, it's too much crap, man.
It is. It's a lot. It really is. It's a lot to get, you know, organized and scheduled, and you know, so, you know, I know a lot of people will be disappointed, but I hope everybody understands. It's just something that I have to do right now. I mean, if I ever decide to bring it back, you know, of course I will, but at this point, I don't know if that'll happen, so we'll see. I mean, I'm still going to keep the name, everything. I'll still have the profile. I mean, I can always just reactivate it, so it's not a problem. But, you know, I appreciate you too, Steve, because you've been a loyal listener as well. So I really appreciate it.
Well, you know, I got to bring a little bit of comic relief in the show once in a while.
Well, I appreciate that too. Now, do you want me to keep you on the air, or you want to mute out and listen on the line, or?
If you want to keep me on there, it's fine. It's whatever you want to do, man. It's up to you.
All right, I'll keep you on here. Let me grab this next caller is from the 540 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, Billy, it's Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much.
I'll tell you what, this Brandon, me and Brandon just met recently. He's a new member of Sasquatch Watch Virginia. By the way, that's not going away, Brandon. We're going to keep doing that. Don't worry about that.
Well, good.
Just the radio show. But I tell you guys, Brandon, I met Brandon up at the expedition that we did in April, and he's going to be a go-getter. That dude, man, just keeping up with him. He took Gary for a run, so Gary knows that he's a go-getter.
Yeah, that's right.
So, Brandon, I appreciate you calling in. I really do. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Brandon, or are you just listening in? I'm losing you, Brandon. You must be on cell phone.
Yep.
All right.
Computer's been down up. Yeah, just moved me out.
Okay, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
All right, and then we have a Skype caller. You're on the air.
Hey, everybody. It's Elusive One.
Hey, Abe. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Abe. Doing good. Yeah, you know, I really got to say that your radio show was probably the first radio show that I listened to when I made the Minnesota Bigfoot research team known to the Bigfoot community.
Right.
And, you know, I just got to say thank you and to DB for starting it out. You guys have done a great service. You guys had great shows. And I got to say, you know, thanks from Mike for hopping on. You know, he totally added a different view to the show. So good job all the way around, guys. And
I appreciate it, Abe. You're another loyal listener. You're here every week, and you know, it's people like you that I really appreciate. You all have helped us make this successful, so I appreciate you as a listener.
You know, hey, likewise, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have big shoes to fill in, you know, moving my radio show to this time slot now. So
go right ahead, bud.
I hope we could just do it some justice, and just like you guys did. And you guys had a great run, and hats off to you guys, everybody. Kudos.
All right. Thanks, Abe.
You guys have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, and area code 567, you're on the air.
Hi, Billy.
Hey, Melissa, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I definitely appreciate you calling in tonight, and you've always come to my defense on everything.
Well, you know, I was just sitting here thinking, you know, when you answered the phone, what was I going to say? And the only thing that, you know, kept popping into my mind was, you know, since you and Steve started out first,
right,
in the blog talk arena, you know,
right,
talking about the research and all this other stuff, and then came Sean,
right.
Well, I can't remember which comes first. You know.
I can't either. I tell you what, there's so many shows now. I can't even remember what order they came in.
I know. And then, you know, right away after it was, you know, I think it was you and Steve, and then Sean, or right about the same time Sean came in.
Right.
And then it wasn't much long after that. I believe it was myself, you know, and Let's Talk Bigfoot with Kathy Strain.
Right.
And, you know, it feels like it's like the end of an era with your show going away. It really does.
Like I say, I'm not getting out of the research. I'm going to keep Sasquatch Watch Virginia going. That's not going to end. We've got way too much good stuff going right now, you know, here in Virginia. You know, stuff that I haven't even brought out yet that, you know,
right.
We got a lot going on. And we're going to continue with that and just kind of concentrate on the research.
Right. Well, I know how hard it is to walk away from a program. I mean,
it was really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly did get a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach as I thought about it, but I knew I was going to have to do it.
Yeah, because I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, the time and effort that it takes to build these programs, and then on top of it, you become emotionally involved in this because you work so hard to put on such a good show, and bring stories to people that, hopefully they've never heard before.
Right.
And when you make the decision to walk away from it like I did, too, with less, I know exactly what you're feeling right now.
Right.
But, I mean, you're right. I think, family does come first, and you'll always be with Sasquatch Watch, and you can always bring the show back. So,
right.
But it just it feels like the end of something special. So
yeah. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you guys take care. I wanted to call and let you know I heard the bad news. So.
All right. Thank you, Melissa.
All right. You guys take care.
You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
I know we still got some callers here, but just to let you know, we got a lot of a lot more comments than questions. But I've been cutting, pasting stuff out of chat here. I got a bunch of comments and a few questions here and there. So just to let you know, we're gonna try to save some time for that as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to get these. I think we've just got 3 more left to go, so we'll try to grab these 3 real quick, and then we'll get to that chat.
All right.
Area code 662 is probably Henry May down in Mississippi.
It is, Billy. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Henry?
Hey, Mike. Yeah. This is pretty hard, because I've been pretty loyal. I mean, I've been loyal since the Squash Detective days, and
I know you have.
And this is just, and I agree with Melissa. It is the end of an era. Sort of.
Well, I appreciate that there's that people look at it that way. I mean, I felt like that we were doing a fairly decent job of bringing in eyewitnesses and guests and stuff to the show, and we tried hard to to have a nice quality show. So I appreciate people actually being able to see the efforts that we put into it. It really does mean a lot to me, and it does make me feel. It makes me feel really good. About what we accomplished, and so I appreciate Henry, you called in almost religiously every week, and I appreciate your loyalty as well.
No problem. And God bless you and Janine and the family. I know that y'all have had some tough times recently, and just God bless you all. I know that. Sometimes life isn't easy, but you always got your friends behind you.
Yep, that's true. That's very true, Henry. Thanks a lot.
And by the way, was that your new bike that's on your Facebook profile?
Yes, that is it. That's the new bike. My wife had taken some pictures, and I added them to mine, and that is the bike. It should be a red-colored bike if that's the one you're looking at. What'd you do, Henry? Did you get one of your nieces upset?
I don't know what's going on. Come in here.
Henry done got somebody upset.
Hey, Henry. Henry, tell your niece not to be so upset. Billy may come back in the future.
Yeah.
There is a chance we can talk him to coming back. So tell her don't cry.
She's not. She's not. She's not happy about something. Something my mother told her. So that's what's going on. Oh Lord.
Well, Henry, we appreciate it. We really do.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Did you want me to just mute you, or did you want?
No, I was going to go ahead and jump off the line, but.
Okay. All right, Henry.
There she goes. She's on the phone, so we'll talk to y'all later. Okay.
All right.
Y'all be good. Be good at it. Later.
All right. Thanks, Henry.
Thanks, Henry.
All right, Mike. The lines keep popping up. where did I end at here? I'm having trouble keeping track of all these. Area code 903, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, long-time listener, Mad Crash from Texas.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. I'm kind of sad to hear you're going off the show, but keep up the research, and I appreciate the good job.
Well, we appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mad Crash, for calling in. You again, we see you on here a lot, so we appreciate it. We really do.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Oh, hey. By the way, I used to work for Harley Davidson for 10 years.
What's that?
I used to work for Harley Davidson for 10 years.
Did you really?
I knew all about the bikes.
Oh, yeah, I tell you what, it's definitely a great one.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Y'all will have fun riding.
Oh, I will. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right. Mike, do you want to try to get to a couple questions before I answer any more phones?
All right. I mean, I'm still cutting and pasting, so let me go back up to the top, and we'll do a question or two or a comment or two I'll read, and then we'll back to the lines here. Okay. Well, it wouldn't be a show, especially a farewell show, without Bill Green's standard question. So, right at the top here, leading the batting order here is Bill Green. He wants to know what's new with Virginia Sasquatch sightings, etc.
Well, I think I talked about it a little bit last week. We got a situation going on up in Culpeper, Virginia, that we're currently investigating. We set out a camera in an area. We're going up this coming weekend. We'll be checking that camera to see if we've got anything, and I'll continue to update the website on activity. So I'm not going to completely disappear or anything like that. So don't worry, I'll keep updating.
All right. I'm sure the folks will be happy to hear that. Let me see. Let me go back up here. Then we had Alita says, Billy, have you considered doing specials if something comes up within the Bigfoot community? I guess she's maybe an occasional show if some kind of a breaking news or something. I guess is what she's asking. Not a regular show, but maybe come.
I guess we could consider that. That's not a bad idea. But I will definitely consider that if we ever have something that comes up. We may issue like a special show or something like that, on an occasion. So thanks for the suggestion, and then I'll definitely keep that under consideration.
No regular shows per se, but you never know. You're not closing the door totally to come out with a show every so often here and there.
Correct.
All right, very good. Good to know. All right, let me go back up here again. We'll do one more, and then you can grab another phone call.
Because we got like 5 more.
Yeah. Well, believe me, I'm on to my second page in Microsoft Word, cutting stuff and pasting it from the chat.
Wow.
Let's see. We'll go back to the top here. This is from VA Bigfoot Watcher. It says, as a new member of the group, I want to thank both Billy and Mike for all their hard work on the show. And we appreciate that, VA Bigfoot Watcher. We really do, and I'm sure Billy appreciates that more than anybody.
Yes, I do.
As he knows, like you said earlier, producing a show is it's a lot of work. Emails back and forth, sometimes phone calls even, and it does take some time, especially to nail people down to a certain date, and sometimes there's a conflict, and you got a couple more emails back and forth trying to work out a new date, and
Yep. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. I'll grab another phone call. Here's a phone call from area code 469. You're on the air.
Hey, Billy, how you doing?
Good.
I just want to tell you I enjoyed the show. This is Lee from down here in Texas. We went on the expedition together up there in Paris.
Yep.
I just want to tell you I've been listening to the show for, as long as it's been on. Tell you I enjoyed it and going to miss you.
Well, I appreciate it, Lee. I really do. Thank you so much for calling in. That we had some fun down there in Paris.
Yeah, we sure did. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun, that's for sure. But I do appreciate you calling in. I know you've been listening kind of behind the scenes for quite a while, so thank you so much for that.
Okay. Take care.
Thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. And area code 650, you're on the air.
Hey, this is Henders B. calling in.
Henders.
33 calling in. Yeah, just wanted to thank you for putting on such a nice show. I know I've only been listening for only a few months now, but at least I, caught you while you're still around. Now I have to find another show to listen to.
Well, like I said, Bigfoot Quest on Tuesday night is a good one. Mike Killen, of course, is on that along with Bob Coyne. Unless you may already be over there. But
all right, I'll have to catch that one.
Yeah, catch
and that's
that
through
one.
Blog Talk, right?
Yeah, it's also Blog Talk, and it's Tuesday at same time, right, Mike? 9 p.m. Eastern.
It is, yeah. It's
yep.
but we only do it like every 2 weeks. It's the second.
Yep.
The second and the fourth Tuesday every month at 9 p.m. on Tuesday nights.
Okay, I'll put a thing out on my computer calendar to remind me. Otherwise, I'll never remember. So
yeah.
But yeah, thanks, Bill. Thanks, Billy, and thanks, Mike, and for all the stuff that you're doing. And if you ever do have a special show, then hopefully it's because you found the big guy and having him on for a speaking engagement.
That would be good.
If he can speak, I don't know. But
right. We'll find out.
It show.
Anyway,
you guys take care, and keep on keeping living and being out there in the woods. All right.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thanks. Hey, Billy, if you ever do find Bigfoot and you have him on the show as a guest, sometime special show, you'd have to have Mr. Nelson on with him to translate.
That's right. He'd have to be the translator. I have to call him up.
None of the rest of us could make hide nor hair of what he's saying.
That's right.
Hey guys, I got a question real quick.
Go ahead.
Since this is the last show, Billy, how are we going to use Bruce anymore?
Well, I can still do that constantly by text messaging. I can call him names by text message and and insult him by text message. And he calls me every now and then, so I can make him feel like he's still listening to a show.
Well, there you go.
So, and I don't know if he's listening. Has anybody seen him in the chat?
Bruce?
Yeah. Has anybody seen the Creeper Seeker in the chat?
I have not seen him in the chat yet. No.
Okay. Well, let's give him one last thing that he'll know what I'm talking about if he gets to listen to the archives. All I'm going to say is, ooh-ee-ee-ee-ee. That's all I got to say. He'll understand what that means, and he'll call me up and cuss me out later. So he'd be mad if I told everybody what that meant, so I'm not going to say it. Let's see. Area code 765, you're on the air.
Hey, Billy, it's Linda Wilkinson calling.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I was noticing your headline on Facebook tonight, and I'm really sad.
Yeah, well,
I'm
sorry.
Well, it's my own fault for not listening more often, but
that's okay.
You know how it is.
I know it's hard. It's hard, especially because I know what you do, and I know that you're sort of like me. You've got so much going on behind the scenes and stuff in your life. It's kind of hard to put that time off because it's time that's valuable. So
absolutely,
I do appreciate you calling in. It does mean a lot.
Well, I'll let you get on to the next caller, and I'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thanks, Linda.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Did you want to ask a couple more questions, Mike, before I go to the next two callers?
Okay. We can do that. Let me go back to my list, my ever-growing list of questions and/or comments. A lot of comments, too.
Okay.
More comments than questions. But Okay, this is a comment. This is from Vipbop. He says, I can't listen live tonight, but want to say thanks, Mr. Willard, for the interesting shows. I have enjoyed them all. You will be missed in the BTR world, Blog Talk Radio world.
Thank you very much, Vipbop. I've gotten used to seeing him on the chats as well, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And real quick, I'll do them real quick, one after the other as a block because they're kind of same topic. We have 4 comments from people all about your new bike. Okay. Alley Cat says, you better be careful on that damn thing, Billy. And then she follows it up by saying, Billy's ending the show because he and Jean Ann are going to be touring on his bike. No, that's why I said that earlier. It ain't got nothing to do with the bike. Yeah. Nancy 1 West Virginia says, Harleys are the Sasquatch of bikes. Not quite sure what she means by that. They're certainly not elusive. They're all over the roads. Yeah, they are. And Watch One says he's going to be cruising the roads on his Harley looking for Bigfoot. There you go. There you go. So you can combine your 2 hobbies there. That's right. That's right. All right. You want me to start taking another call? Yeah, take another call. I'm still cutting and pasting away here, and then we'll get back and we'll do a few more of these too. All right. Caller from the 916 area code. You're on the air.
Hi, Billy.
How you doing?
Kathy Strain.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Bob and I wanted to call in and tell you that, we give you all our support. We know it's tough, because we've been down that road before ourselves.
Yeah.
And, sometimes, family comes before everything else, and sometimes other things get in your way of your research, and what really matters is the research. So. Right. Well, I appreciate it, Kathy. And you and Bob, I've always liked you two guys, and you guys have always been a great help. I think you're a big help to this research, especially with some of the work that you're doing, Kathy. I mean, some of the things that you've discovered, with the Native American arts and stuff, I think are just amazing. Thank you very much.
I think it's a very strong historical background behind this creature. I really do.
Well, research is what we're in here for sometimes, and it's great to talk to people and friendships and all that stuff, but it really does take away from being out in the field and finding new stuff, and that's what matters. And our families matter a whole lot too. So, so I'm not always logged in the chat room, but every Monday night when I'm cooking dinner, I've got you on the iPod in the kitchen listening to you guys, and you guys bagging on Bruce is hysterical. I'm just saying.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny. We enjoy it. It makes our day.
Well, hey, we love when Bruce calls into the show because it gives us all sorts of, comic relief. He's an endless source of amusement for ourselves and our listeners.
Well, the funny part is I got to meet him in Yakima, and my impression of, what he would look like versus when I met him, it was completely different. It was amazing. I just went, wait a minute, you're Bruce? Really? Are you sure? So, anyway, it was cool.
Was he wearing his fedora? And did you vaguely hear in the background someplace the theme from Indiana Jones playing?
No, he didn't have a hat on. No. He was bagging on Billy, and that's how I figured out who he was. So.
Oh yeah, always.
All I could think of was I was like, oh, you're a friend of Billy? Because I don't normally talk about my friends that way, but that's okay. Anyway, I just wanted to
pick him out.
Yeah. So we just wanted to call in and tell you, we're here and, do what you need to do, and Bigfoot will still be there. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, Kathy.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, and then I'll grab this last caller, and we'll get back to your text or your chat room messages. Right. Let's see. Area code 781. You're on the air.
Hey, Billy, it's Bob Coyne calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Billy, I'll tell you something. I was really, really shocked when I heard about this, and it was about an hour ago. And you've always been one of my favorite persons, and not only on the Blog Talk Radio part, but personally also. And I, for one, am going to really miss you. Mike, of course, I'm going to be seeing on the show, but
right.
I know that you got to do what you got to do, and I, more than anybody, as well as anybody, know what it takes to put on a show and stuff. So I don't blame you, if things are getting crunched up for you, but and I feel that you're doing the right thing, but it's just the idea there's hundreds and hundreds of people. Right now, I don't know, there's 50 or 60 people in chat, but you know as well as I do that on podcasts there's a lot more people, maybe several hundred people that are listening to the show also, and you're going to be missed by every one of these people. So, but again, you got to do what you got to do. So.
Oh, I appreciate it, Bob. Like vice versa, buddy. I mean, you're a good person. I've met you on a couple different occasions, and I think you and Mike both put on a good show as well, and I know you'll continue on. So, thank you for calling and saying all that. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Mike. Mike. Hello. I'm so used to talking to Mike. Okay, Billy. But please, come on the show and let us know what you're doing and stuff. Would you please?
Okay. All right. Appreciate it, Bob. Thanks.
Okay, buddy. Good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night, Mikey.
All right, Bob. Take care. Thanks for phoning in. All right.
All right. Good night.
Take care.
All right. You can go on now. I think we've got. I think that's all the calls for now.
Okay. All right. Let me just cut this last one here, and let me tell you. I mean, I think I'm up to my third page here. Up to questions and comments, boy. Lots of questions and comments. People are typing furiously in the chat room here. All right. Fingers are flying. Let's see. Okay. I think, is this the bottom here? I think I'm just about to the bottom. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go back up to the top here. All right. Let's see. Next was comment from Regina, too. Hey, Regina, and she says, we understand, Billy. You and Mike did an awesome job with this radio show. Thank you for everything.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
Watch One, thank you, Regina. Watch One, Mike, from the Alabama Forum, says, Billy, do you have an idea of how many shows and guests you have had on your show in the past?
I could probably count that up. It would take me a little bit of time. I probably should have gotten that information ready, and I didn't. I do know that we started the show in September,
2008.
close to 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, September 2008. Well, like JC said, you're 8 shows short of 2 years?
Yep, exactly.
So kind of figure that out. You were every week, so.
Yeah. So, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It really was.
Over 100 shows.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
Yep. Then we have comments from Moicon in the chat. He says, I don't think this show should stop till Bigfoot is found.
Good Lord, were you trying to get us to do it for another 25 years?
I tell you, yeah. He wants us to...
I hope it comes sooner than that.
Yeah. Then we have from our friend Whammy9, otherwise known as Wayne. He says, better get a Bigfoot brush guard on your new ride, Billy.
Yeah. I don't know. If I hit something that big on there, I know that bike's big, but I don't think it's that big.
Yeah, exactly.
It might go between his legs or something.
Yeah, I think even if you tangle with a good-sized buck, you're going to have a problem. But
yeah, that's for sure.
Bigfoot, forget it. Yeah. Alley Katz has a question. She says, "Question, Billy. Did you ever get any video back from Squatch Inc. guys on the eye shine in the woods?"
Actually, Allie, I did, but for some odd reason, when they sent it to me by a program that's called, what is that called? It's a share program. I can't remember what Pando. It's called Pando, Pando, And I didn't realize this, but if you don't save those clips, they expire after a certain amount of time, and I didn't know that, so I've got to get those guys to send it to me again.
Oh, boy.
So I didn't save the clips when they sent it, so that's my fault. So I'll get those guys to send that to me again, and then I'll get you a copy of it.
All right. Okay. Copying and pasting as we speak. Let me go back up here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that was Alley Cat's, the last one. This next one's from Moicon again, and I know the answer to this, but we'll read it anyway. He says, are the past shows still going to be available to download? And we already said that earlier in the show, that you're going to leave the show intact. You're just not going to schedule any new shows, but people will be able to go and download all the past shows. That's correct. The archives will stay in place. Okay, so there you go. I know we tackled that already, but I figured we'd read it and state that again. Maybe Moicon came in the show late, didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Shasta 3000, also known as Vicky, she says, comment, always did a very good show, Billy.
Thank
you, Vicky. We appreciate that. Nancy 1, West Virginia says, Billy, your show is the very first show I ever listened to about Bigfoot. And same thing from 10SC Squatcher. He says the same thing, Billy, your show is the first I ever listened to, too.
Thanks.
Then we have Mohican Hikers. That's Mark and Kelly.
Yep.
And they say, not only have your shows been informative and fun, you have made many friendships. Billy and Mike, thanks, Mark and Kelly.
Thank you, Mark and Kelly.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Let's see. Then from Poppy937 says, Billy, you are the best host on Blog Talk. Go to a monthly show. So he's hoping that you'll reconsider and do one show a month. I don't know, Poppy, but maybe we can talk him into coming back at some point in the future.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, being that we were talking about Bruce before, this is how long it took me to get down this far into the chat because of all the other questions and comments. But now here's a whole Bruce montage for you here. Comment. Poppy says, Kite Squatch says, Poppy was a question I just read. Kite Squatch says, because you had asked where Bruce was. He says, maybe Bruce is repairing the Taj Mahal. And then Nancy 1 West Virginia says, give out Bruce's number and we will all call him and harass him. LOL. As you had said earlier, you'll still give him a hard time. You know, you'll break his chops via email and Facebook and stuff. So give out Bruce's number and we'll all call him and harass him.
Yeah, exactly.
And Whammy 9 says, insert Indiana Jones theme here.
Yeah.
his famed fedora. It does that every time. You just look at him with that hat on, and all of a sudden in the back of your head you hear da da da.
Oh yeah.
Da 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 da.
That's for sure.
I got one problem with that.
What's that?
One problem with that is they start calling him Andy, I'm gonna be pissed.
All right, let me grab these couple callers real quick, Mike.
Okay. Let's do that.
We got another caller from the 540 area code, and I'll give the next three, which is 582.
All right.
So that hopefully they know who I'm talking to.
All right.
You're on the air, 540-582.
Is it me?
Yep, that's you.
Hi, my name is David Myers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I've lived down here since 1985.
Okay.
My father helped build the nuclear power plant that's down here. He said
Which part is that in Southwest Virginia?
No, this is in Spotsylvania County.
Spotsylvania, okay.
Okay. He has seen it.
Mm-hmm.
He has heard it.
Mm-hmm.
He has smelt it.
Okay.
Since then, we've been looking for this thing since then.
Okay.
In the Spotsylvania area.
Okay.
We went to the Shenandoah Mountains.
Okay.
We have went in the local Spotsylvania area.
Mm-hmm.
We've walked through most of the woods through here.
Okay.
We have not found any footprints.
Okay.
But you can hear this thing at night in certain places in this county.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And I'm going to keep persisting to find this thing.
You do that, and if you ever need any help, hopefully you know how to find me.
You have my telephone number. Please give me a call.
I will do that.
I tried to talk to you a week ago or so, and left you my address, my name, and my number. And I'm pretty sure between Thornsburg, Virginia, right there, and out here towards Lake Anna, it's been through here a couple of times.
Okay. And what's your first name?
My first name is David.
David. All right, David, I will give you a call.
Because I put up cameras in the area in places, and I have not got a picture of this thing, but I'm getting close.
All right. Well, sounds good. I appreciate you calling in, David.
All right. And you live right around in the area anyway.
Yeah, I don't live too close to there, but I go up there occasionally on some property. So.
Well, I will be back at. I'll be home tomorrow night around 8:30, 9 o'clock.
All right. I will give you a call.
Give me a call because I need to find some other maps. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place at the right time.
All right. I will give you a call, David.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. And area code 757, you're on the air.
Hey, bud.
Hey, JC. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right.
That's good.
And I am not riding in a sidecar. I don't care what anybody says in the chat room.
I already told everybody that's why if I got a sidecar and you got out of hand, I'd pull the pin.
I'd pay to see that.
We can put a video camera on the bike.
All right. Now that this radio show is over, we can get in the woods, right, man?
Yeah, we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to do that.
All right, well, that's what, like Kathy said, that's all that matters.
I know, and I agree. All right.
All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, bye. All right, Mike, I'll let you continue there. We've got about 2 minutes left.
Well, there's no way we can possibly get all this stuff in 2 minutes. Are we planning on going into the archive with this? Because, I mean, I got so many comments and questions here to go.
All right, yeah, just go ahead and we'll start going through them and see what happens.
All right, because I got a bunch already cut and pasted. Somebody just PM'd me another question. I mean, they're just coming from everywhere here.
Okay.
Fast and Furious. Okay, let me go back up here. Let me scroll back up here. Okay. Okay, wow. We already took some, but I'm still looking at a page and a half, plus I just got PM'd one, and there's more in the chat that I didn't get down to yet. So.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Quick as we can here. Where was I? Okay. Okay. Scott A. 10SC Squatcher says, couldn't Mike carry the torch? And then Irish Guy follows it up with, Mikey could do a show, and it could be called Bikes, Babes, and Bigfoot. That's not a bad title, Irish. I'll keep that in mind. But as far as Mike carrying the torch, first off, this is Billy's show. I was just along for the ride, and if Billy decides to bring it back, Billy will bring it back. But quite frankly, Mike is pretty busy himself producing the Bigfoot Quest show, and that's a lot of work. And it would be very tough to try to book guests and stuff for two shows. I mean, one show is enough, but the two shows would be very difficult. So I don't see that happening there. But like I said, Billy, if you bring it back, that's one thing. But I don't foresee any way that I would want to forge on with it solo. I mean, like I said, my plate's kind of full myself. So
right.
But okay, get what you're saying. They're just, looking for any way to keep the show going, and I understand that,
Yeah.
Kite Squatch says, this is when Bob called in, Bob Coyne, my partner there in Bigfoot Quest, KABC as he's known. Alan says, Bob sounds different. Is he in accent reduced mode tonight? And then Kite Squatch says, at least Mike doesn't need a translator for Bob. You know how Irish is always saying he needs a translator for you. And then Bob follows it up by saying, Bob said in the chat, I need a translator for me. And then 10SC Squatcher, he I guess he wanted me to comment on it. He said, Mike, Babes, Bikes, and Bigfoot, your comments. Well, like I said, my comments are, sounds like a pretty good title for a show, but, I kind of have my hands full with Bigfoot Quest, and, I don't think I would be, anytime soon, be thinking about taking on a second show, producing a second show anyway. I mean, Billy produced this show, so I was just along for the ride. I'm just the comic relief and, the guy that just, hopefully gives a little punch out the show a little bit, with a little humor here and there. But Billy was the main brains behind the show, and as far as producing, so I don't think I'd be able to handle two shows.
Yeah,
you said, Billy, it's quite a bit of work. So people may not realize, but it does take up some of your free time. Alley Cat says, Billy, Claire said to tell you she will miss you.
Well, thank you, Claire, but you ain't gonna get rid of me because I'll be back at your property.
There you go. And Kite Squatch says, question for Billy. When is he going to put the sidecar on for JC?
Well, it sounds like he won't even get in it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So.
Well, ain't no way we'd ever get him in it. He would never get in it knowing what he knows.
Yeah, he doesn't seem too fond of the idea. John Tennessee says, Billy, I've really enjoyed your show this past year. I'm going to miss it. I hope someone else picks it up, though. Abe does a good job with his, as well as Bob and Mike. They're just not on enough.
Thank you.
And, I mean, we'll still go through these, but I just noticed, I looked up, we're not streaming anymore. The live feed is cut.
Yeah,
so
live feed is gone. We're on archive.
We're now into the archive, yeah. So, Mike Smith, 22, says, Billy, you will be missed, and I want to thank you for all the time you put into doing the show. Remember, all good things must come to an end. Wishing you only the best. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
That was from Mike Smith. Then we have Scott A. He left the chat, but he left a question or a statement. He said, Mikey, let Billy know that I wanted to say thanks for having me as one of the guests. Wishing you all the best in all you do.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And that was as far as where I had left off on the questions, and there's other stuff. I'm sure there's a bunch. Let me scroll down here. There's like that little bar that moves every time somebody types, and you see it moving up. I was at the bottom. Now there's about 1.5 inches at the bottom. So let me see here real quick. This says, this is from Irish Guy. I'll just read him right from the chat. It says, Irish Guy, Billy, my translator says you had a great show and you were fabulous.
Thank you, Irish. That's another comic relief guy.
Yeah. Old Crow says, Billy, are you still going to be on Night Callers?
Oh, yeah, I will be there. That's a scheduled show that I'm going to be on there talking about some stuff that we've done in West Virginia. So, yeah, I will be there.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Ron Schaffner says, hey, Billy, sorry to see you go. Please send me an email and let me know what happened. And, he's giving you his email. I don't know if you have it, but I can cut it out of the chat here.
Yeah, if you don't mind sending that to me, because it's probably went so far off the chat for me that I probably can't get it.
Yeah,
I might already have his email, but if you don't mind just sending it to me, I'd appreciate it.
I just cut it and pasted it right.
Okay, thanks.
I got it. All right. Well, I'll email that to you. Let's see. Here's another one. That's the same thing. Okay, that's from Scott A. Again, must have been just before I left. He typed the same thing, and okay, we already got that one. Okay, let's see. And Kite Squatch just types in 3 big letters, all caps with exclamation points. Sidecar, sidecar, sidecar. And Henders B says JC's going to ride in a saddlebag. That'd be an awfully big saddlebag, I think, Henders. I don't even think saddlebag. I don't even think you could fit him in a tour pack, and that's that big box on the back there. I don't think you'd even get him in a tour pack. Let's see. OSA Real says, Billy, thank you very much. I'm going to miss you. Spin Dave says, Billy, thanks for your great shows. I appreciate how you attempted to run a sensible and objective inquiry. Just skipped right past it. I think your show went a long way to making Bigfoot research respectable.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Henry May says, great last show indeed. Jordan Warner says, goodbye, Sasquatch Watch Radio. He's got the little emoticon guy crying. Whammy says, it's been a great ride, Billy. Thanks for all your effort and work with the show. Tina Harder says, thank you, Billy Mike. Henry says, the show will be missed. Irish Guy says, God bless you, Billy. I know we will see you in Ohio. Brilliant run of shows.
Yep.
Shasta 3000, Vicky again, another comment says, hate to see you go, Billy, but just know the show has been successful. Congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you.
10 SC Squatcher says, great show, Billy. Best of luck in all you pursue. Moicon says, man, I'm going to miss this show. Bill Green says, goodbye, Billy. Moicon says, one of the best on Blog Talk Radio. Let's see. Bison26 says, great show, Billy and Mike. Thank you. Adrienne says, great shows, Billy and Mike. I'm going to miss it. Good night, everyone. Let's see. Jim Footicus says, been a great ride, Willard. So long, buddy.
Thank you.
Andy Drew says, on Mondays I'll have to double up on Oreos now to fill the void. Boy, Andy, you're gonna be packing on the pounds, buddy, if you're doubling up on the Oreos there.
That's for sure.
Might not be good for your waistline. Poppy937 says, great show, great times. Let's see. Hendersby, okay, says, night all. Maybe I'll catch you guys on Bigfoot Quest. Please do, Henders. We'll see you over there, Bob and I. Let's see. Spin Dave says, so long, Billy. We'll miss you. Thanks. Good night, everyone. Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's any last sign-offs here. I guess this was when we lost the live feed, so most of the people are just saying good night to each other and basically just saying good night to everybody, to each other. This one from Mike Smith 22 says, goodbye, Billy. Take care. Come back soon. We all miss you. Abe, MNBRT. Abe says, thanks for the good times and shows, Billy. Same thing from Shasta 3000. Yes, thanks for the good times. Andy Drew says, Billy and Mike, thanks for all you have done with these shows. Have a good time with that bike, Billy. And I'm sure he will. He's going to be putting on lots of miles. Miles and smiles, you know. Most people talk about miles per gallon. Well, when you're riding that bike, you'd be talking smiles per mile. Fifth Dimension says, I will miss this show. Thank you, Billy and Mike from the Fifth Dimension Hot Air Balloon Team.
Thank you, guys.
All right. And that's pretty much it. We're at the bottom here.
Well, I'm going to grab...
Bill would be driving that bike to Ohio.
It may happen. Let me grab this caller that's got their hand up that called in, I think, after the show went off live. Area code 252, you're on the air.
Hey, Billy, it's Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Heidi. I just want to call and say, fine, thanks. I just want to call and say, enjoyed listening to the shows Monday night. It gave me something to look forward to on Monday nights.
Yeah.
And it'll be missed, but it's really been a good run. I'm pretty much everyone else that's called in or written in chat said the same thing, but I just wanted to really call in and say it myself.
Well, Alan, I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much.
Sure.
We appreciate that, Alan. And Alan, being that you won't have this show Monday nights now, are you going to be joining Andy Drew? Are you going to go on the Oreo diet now, or seems to be the thing to do? I know JC must have been anticipating this show being canceled for the last 2 years because he's been on that Oreo diet steady for a long time now.
Him and Bruce.
They must have had advanced word about it. You know, they must have known it was coming. Andy Drew's just getting into the Oreo mode now.
Well, I don't do Oreos that much, but, it give me something to do on Monday night, so why not?
There you go.
Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it.
That's all I had to say.
Hey, Alan.
And,
thanks for calling, and go fly a kite.
Hey, I will. And, hey, next time I get a chance, I'll walk in front of one of your whirly gigs again.
Yeah. I told him.
You guys have a great week, okay?
I told Alan next time he does that, for his sake, I hope he's wearing pads and a helmet.
It'll give me something to talk about later.
That's right. Thanks, Alan.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Mike, I just want to give you a big thank you. You were a big help to me, when DB had left, and DB helped me a lot. I mean, he helped get this show started, and he was a great help, but you came in there and kind of helped bail me out when I needed help, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and DB built the show. You guys kind of built up the following and had a great show for a long time, and when it came time that he decided that like you, he had to devote more time to something else that he deemed a little higher priority, so he bowed out. I was glad to step in and give you a hand with it, and it's been fun, and I've enjoyed it immensely, and what are friends for? We've known each other since 2005. It's been a while, so I was glad to jump in and lend a hand. I'll always give my friends a hand. No questions asked.
I appreciate it, Mike, and Andy. I appreciate all your support as well, and all you guys are great. And I guess what we'll do is we'll end the show with the exit theme for the last time, and then I will take that suggestion. If we have anything really important that comes up or whatever, who knows? Maybe we'll have a surprise special show or something like that. So we won't consider that to be completely out of the question.
Hey, give me a call tomorrow, Billy, when you get a chance to talk about
it. Okay. All right, I'll do that. All right. Mike, it's been fun, buddy. I won't be a stranger. I don't want you to be a stranger. I'm sure we'll talk many, many times from now on. So.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll continue our friendship as we have, and we'll keep up on things, and now that we won't be doing a weekly show together, I'll have to we'll have to ramp up the emails back and forth.
That's right. That can be done, so not a problem. So to all the great listeners out there, all the people who have followed us through the past almost couple years of shows, thank you for your continued support. Please continue to support the other shows here on Blog Talk, like Bigfoot Quest and all the others that are out there. And thank you all for everything. And Mike, thank you, and everybody, keep on squatching.
Thank you,
Good night,
Billy.
Mike.
All right. Good night, Billy. Take care now.
A legend passed down through the generations. A myth to some, reality to others. Thousands claim to have encountered this creature from all around the world. Footprints discovered. Unidentifiable hairs collected. Unusual sounds recorded. Something is out there. Sasquatch Watch Radio. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, on the Blog Talk Radio Network, interviewing the men and women researching this phenomenon, the latest news and information, research techniques, and cutting-edge technology. True terrifying encounters, as told by those who have experienced them. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Your host, Billy Willard of Sasquatch Watch of Virginia, brings you the most riveting discussions on the internet today. blogtalkradio.com/Sasquatch Watch Radio. Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, Sasquatch Watch Radio. The truth is out there. Welcome to Sasquatch Watch Radio.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.